Thank you. The 9th of May 2020. The world in the midst of a pandemic, and I was sitting alone in an empty room, staring at my screen, my hands shivering and my heart racing. There it was, the join button. A button that could open doors to something beautiful or shut me down completely. I clicked the button, and that was the bravest thing I had ever done. Dear Toastmasters and guests, let me take you back to the year 2000 when I was a happy little kid playing in a kindergarten with my friends until my parents had shown up to meet the principal. I remember the exact words that shattered my world that day. Your son is not able to talk. Please admit him to a disabled school. My parents' heart sank and mine broke. A few months later, I did start to talk, but at the age of 6, I was told that my speech was not fluent and I have a stutter. Fear took root. Fear of speaking to teachers, fear of speaking to authority, and fear of speaking to people who just wanted to listen to me. I isolated myself and I withdrew completely. People laughed, people mocked me. I felt invisible, yet so painfully exposed. And I became that quiet kid in the class who never raised his hand to ask questions or to read in front of the class. I did face a lot of struggles and had no one to share it with. I started asking questions to myself. Why do I stutter? Why can't I say my name? Why can't I say the things I want to say? And why can't I tell the name of the school I go to or the city which I live in? But one question kept echoing in my head. Is there anyone else in this world who goes through this? Is there anyone else in this world who goes through this? And that moment came in the year May 2020. I joined a virtual meeting for people who stutter. 9 people appeared on the screen and they carried the same stories. I froze for a second and my heart was racing. Can I speak to them actually? And can I go and share my stories and my struggles which I had been waiting for decades? A woman shared a story of how she had not told her name for years. A lot of their stories echoed mine. I did not speak much in that meeting, but for the first time ever, I felt heard. In 2021, I moved to the Netherlands and I discovered a global community called Stamily. I did sign up and become a member of it. But being a member felt just small. I wanted to give others something that I have always longed for. I started to volunteer in organizing Stamily cafes. Stamily cafes are meetups where people who stutter get a chance to meet other people who stutter in the same city or a country. Being a part of being a part of Stamily cafes and working with people across the globe, uh, uh, I could realize the impact of listening and coordination of people working across the globe. And over the last couple of years, we have hosted Stanley cafes in 13 different countries, from the US to Spain, from Reykjavik to London, and many more in between. And the most rewarding part about these family cafes were how people could connect, support each other, and feel a sense of belonging. About 1% of the population of the world I think have a stutter. That's over 70 million people. Yet far too many people feel very isolated in this journey. Our hope is to bring more and more people to this meetup so that more and more people can find the community. The sooner they find a community, the sooner they find their voice and confidence. At one moment in my life, it felt like a distant dream to meet a person with a stutter. It took me 22 years to find my tribe. And today, I no longer see a world where people who stutter have to wait for decades to feel understood. And if there's one thing which I've learned from this, is that purpose is on the other side of fear. The world doesn't need perfect people, it needs people with purpose. If I had not faced my struggles, if I had not joined that very call in the year 2020, if I had not stepped into family cafes, I probably would not have found my purpose either. Dear Toastmasters and guests, my challenge for you today is simple. Don't hold back. Go find that purpose. Don't wait for the purpose to find you. Go build it, because in the end, I promise you, it's worth it. Thank you.